Grounding a metal welding table is crucial for safety and protecting equipment. If the metal table isn't properly grounded, current from a welding machine can flow through any plugged-in devices on the table, causing damage and posing a safety hazard. To properly ground a metal welding table, you will need a copper grounding rod that is 8 feet or longer, grounding wire that is American wire gauge 6 or larger, and a grounding clamp. Firstly, drive the copper grounding rod into the ground outside. Make sure to drive it at least 8 feet deep. It is important to ensure the grounding rod is in firm contact with moist soil for optimal conductivity. Secondly, connect the grounding wire to the rod. Clamp one end of the grounding wire securely to the top of the grounding rod. Thirdly, run the grounding wire to the welding table. The remaining length of the grounding wire needs to reach the welding table. Fourthly, connect the grounding wire to the table. Clamp the other end of the grounding wire to the welding table, using a good quality grounding clamp to ensure a secure connection. Fifthly, test the ground. Use a ground tester to verify that the grounding connection is adequate. It is also important to ensure the welding machine itself is properly grounded according to the manufacturer's instructions. Furthermore, keep the metal table and any tools on it away from water or other liquids that could create an electrical hazard. Wear proper protective gear, including insulated gloves, safety glasses, and protective clothing when welding. Grounding the table creates a safe path for electrical current to flow to the ground, protecting equipment and preventing accidents. When selecting a grounding wire, it's essential to consider the American wire gauge rating. A lower American wire gauge number indicates a thicker wire, which can carry more current. For grounding purposes, American wire gauge 6 or larger is recommended to provide a sufficient path for fault currents. Also, ensure that all connections are clean and tight to minimize resistance in the grounding path. Resistance can impede the flow of current and reduce the effectiveness of the grounding system. Regularly inspect the grounding connections for corrosion or damage and replace them as needed. Proper grounding is not just a safety measure, it's also a preventative maintenance practice that can extend the life of your equipment and create a safer working environment. The primary function of a grounding system is to provide a lower impedance path for fault current to flow back to the source. This lower impedance path allows the overcurrent protection devices, such as circuit breakers or fuses, to quickly detect and interrupt the fault, minimizing the duration of the electrical shock hazard. A properly grounded welding table achieves this by being connected to a grounding electrode system, which includes the grounding rod driven into the earth. The grounding rod serves as the primary connection to the earth, providing a reference point for voltage stabilization and a discharge path for unwanted electrical energy. When a fault occurs, such as a short circuit, the current will follow the path of least resistance back to the source. In a properly grounded system, this path leads through the grounding wire to the grounding rod and then into the earth. This immediate and controlled flow of current triggers the overcurrent protection device, quickly disconnecting the power supply and preventing further damage or injury. Without proper grounding, the fault current could take unintended paths through equipment, metal structures, or even people, resulting in electrical shock, fire, or equipment damage. Therefore, a well-maintained grounding system is essential for maintaining a safe and reliable welding environment. Grounding is more than just connecting a wire to the earth. It involves understanding the principles of electrical safety and implementing a system that effectively protects against electrical hazards. The grounding system should be designed and installed in accordance with the National Electrical Code, NEC, and other applicable standards. Regular inspections and testing should be performed to ensure the continued effectiveness of the grounding system. These inspections should include visual checks of the grounding connections, as well as electrical tests to measure the resistance of the grounding path. A high resistance grounding path indicates a problem with the grounding system, such as loose connections or corrosion. Addressing these issues promptly will help maintain the integrity of the grounding system and ensure its ability to protect against electrical hazards. In addition to grounding the welding table, it is important to also ground all other metal equipment in the welding area. This includes metal cabinets, workbenches, and any other conductive objects that could become energized in the event of a fault. By grounding all metal equipment, you create an equipotential plane which minimizes the voltage differences between different conductive surfaces. This reduces the risk of electrical shock by ensuring that all conductive surfaces are at or near the same potential. When selecting a grounding clamp, choose a clamp that is specifically designed for grounding applications. These clamps are typically made of copper or bronze and have a large contact area to ensure a secure and low resistance connection. Avoid using clamps that are not designed for grounding, as they may not provide a reliable connection and could compromise the effectiveness of the grounding system. When connecting the grounding wire to the welding table, make sure to clean the surface of the table to remove any dirt, rust, or other contaminants. This will ensure a good electrical connection between the grounding wire and the table. Use a wire brush or sandpaper to clean the surface, and then apply a thin layer of antioxidant compound to prevent corrosion. Similarly, when connecting the grounding wire to the grounding rod, clean the surface of the rod and apply an antioxidant compound to prevent corrosion. The antioxidant compound will help maintain a low resistance connection over time. Ground testing is a crucial step in verifying the effectiveness of the grounding system. A ground tester, also known as a ground resistance tester or earth resistance tester, is an instrument used to measure the resistance of the grounding path. The ground tester works by injecting a small current into the ground and measuring the voltage drop across the grounding path. The resistance is then calculated using Ohm's law, which states that resistance is equal to voltage divided by current. A low resistance reading indicates a good grounding connection, while a high resistance reading indicates a problem with the grounding system. The acceptable resistance value for grounding systems varies depending on the application and the applicable standards. However, a general rule of thumb is that the resistance of the grounding path should be less than 5 ohms. If the ground resistance is higher than 5 ohms, it indicates a problem with the grounding system that needs to be addressed. There are several factors that can affect the resistance of the grounding path. These include the type of soil, the moisture content of the soil, the size and depth of the grounding rod, and the quality of the grounding connections. Soil with high moisture content and high mineral content will typically have lower resistance than dry, sandy soil. Therefore, it is important to ensure that the grounding rod is installed in an area with adequate moisture content. In addition to measuring the ground resistance, it is also important to visually inspect the grounding system on a regular basis. Look for signs of corrosion, damage, or loose connections. If any problems are found, they should be addressed promptly to maintain the integrity of the grounding system. Grounding is a critical aspect of electrical safety, and it should not be taken lightly. By following these guidelines and taking the necessary precautions, you can create a safe and reliable welding environment. Always consult with a qualified electrician if you have any questions or concerns about grounding. Furthermore, proper grounding also plays a vital role in preventing electromagnetic interference (EMI) in sensitive electronic equipment. EMI can cause malfunctions, data errors, and other problems in electronic devices. By providing a low impedance path for stray currents to flow to ground, a properly grounded welding table can help minimize EMI and protect sensitive electronic equipment from damage. In addition to grounding the welding table and other metal equipment, it is also important to use surge protection devices to protect against voltage surges. Voltage surges can be caused by lightning strikes, power outages, and other events. These surges can damage or destroy electronic equipment. Surge protection devices work by diverting the surge current to ground, preventing it from reaching the equipment. There are different types of surge protection devices available, including surge protectors for individual outlets and whole house surge protectors. Choose a surge protection device that is appropriate for the application and the level of protection required. The National Electrical Code (NEC) provides comprehensive guidelines for grounding and bonding electrical systems. The NEC specifies the requirements for grounding electrodes, grounding conductors, and bonding conductors. It also provides guidance on how to properly install and maintain grounding systems. The NEC is updated every 3 years, so it is important to stay up to date with the latest requirements. Compliance with the NEC is essential for ensuring the safety and reliability of electrical systems. Grounding is not a one-time task, it is an ongoing process that requires regular inspection and maintenance. Make it a habit to check the grounding connections on a regular basis and address any problems promptly. By taking these steps, you can help ensure a safe and reliable welding environment for years to come. Remember, proper grounding is not just a recommendation, it is a requirement for electrical safety. It is essential for protecting yourself, your equipment, and your property from electrical hazards. Invest the time and effort necessary to ensure that your welding table and other metal equipment are properly grounded. The benefits of proper grounding far outweigh the costs. Not only does it protect against electrical shock and equipment damage, but it also helps to prevent fires and other hazards. Therefore, make grounding a top priority in your welding shop or workspace. In summary, grounding a metal welding table is a critical safety measure that protects against electrical shock, equipment damage, and other hazards. To properly ground a welding table, you will need a copper grounding rod, grounding wire, and grounding clamps. Drive the grounding rod into the ground, connect the grounding wire to the rod and the table, and test the ground connection to ensure it is adequate. Also, make sure that the welding machine is properly grounded, keep the metal table away from water, and wear proper protective gear. By following these guidelines, you can create a safe and reliable welding environment. Grounding is a fundamental principle of electrical safety that should be understood and implemented by everyone who works with electricity. Whether you are a professional welder or a hobbyist, it is important to take the time to learn about grounding and how to properly ground your equipment. Your safety and the safety of those around you depend on it.